förbat. Kvinnen mer, lärde mer, Karl Alexander. François Reginald, Glenslon Herman. Gregory James is giving a ball. The prince is giving a ball. The prince is giving a ball.
Our daughters are looking dreamy-eyed.
Don't say he wants to find a bride. He may find one at the ball.
If only he'd propose to me. I'm afraid that he'll propose to me.
Why wouldn't he propose to me? I wish I had a parents. Only your little diaphragm.
I'll wear a gown of satin. And me, I'm in a pink brocade. You're in the second green.
The prince is giving a ball. The prince is giving a ball. His Royal Highness Christopher Bat, son of Her Majesty Queen Constantina, Charlotte Ermentrude, Guinevere Maisie, Maisie, Margaret Anne is giving a ball. The prince is giving a ball. The prince is giving a ball.
I wish I didn't like to eat. Not if the samples of different sweets. I wish I were a bolder girl. I wish I were a softer girl. I wish I were a bolder girl.
The prince is giving a ball. The prince is giving a ball. His Royal Highness Christopher Bat, son of His Majesty King Maximilian, Godfrey Ladislaus Leopold Sydney, Frederick John is giving a ball. Very nice. Now, get away. The prince is giving a ball. The prince is giving a ball. The prince is giving a ball. Yes, out.
So many people.
Cinderella, the door.
Cinderella, close the door. Cinderella, up my chair. Cinderella, close the window. Cinderella, my chair. Cinderella, close the window. Cinderella, my chair. Cinderella, get me some tea. Honey. Cinderella, I ironed my dress. I'll leave it. Cinderella, where have you gown for this evening? Cinderella, wash my gloves for tomorrow. Cinderella, it's freezing. Cinderella, poke the fire. Cinderella, close the window. Really, Cinderella? Cinderella, really?
to my own daughters.
That girl always wants to sit down. No wonder she never gets any work done.
Now, Joy.
Yes, ma'am.
And Portia.
Yes, ma'am.
As you well may know, my little muppets, this may be the most important year of your lives. The prince has returned from his studies abroad, and the ball being held in his honor is for one purpose only.
They wanted me to choose a bride!
Yes! Every girl in the kingdom wants to marry the prince, including you, Portia.
Yes, ma'am.
And you, Joy. Now on our shopping tour today, I bought all the beautiful materials and frills and frou-frou that my purse could afford. So, whether or not you marry the prince, you'll both have to marry somebody this year.
Yes, ma'am.
Good. Now there's one thing you must remember. When you want to get marry a man, you cannot rely on your beauty alone. Now, Portia, you were named for a great lawyer. I want you to rely on your intellect as well as your beauty. Do you understand?
Naturally.
And Joy, I want you to live up to your name. I want you to be vivacious and alert, as well as beautiful.
Yes, ma'am.
That does not mean, however, that I want you to neglect your appearance. Our family has always been known for its fascinating women. So now, let's go upstairs and get our beauty sleep. I am exhausted from all today's shopping. I'm going to have to get a massage tomorrow. That's really the only thing that does me any good anymore. A good pounding. That's what your father used to say.
Yeah, Ma. I'm all tired out, going from star to star the way we did.
You're tired?
Yes, I'm tired.
Well, I suppose you think you're the only one that's tired.
Well, who bought the balls? That has nothing to do with it. It has everything to do with
Go
it.
to bed, both of you.
Stop yelling at me like that. It's not fair for you to do it. Why are you calling me like that? Just because you're so tall. Just because you're older. Oh my God, you're not going to be really good. What is it?
That's right. Don't raise your voices. And what are you doing there, standing and gaping at me? Go tidy up the tea things. Yes, ma'am. I wonder how they could be so tired, going from store to store the way they did. I was too excited to be tired. Oh, I just love this room. When everyone has gone out and there is no one in here but me. Achoo! Cinderella! Yes, ma'am? What are you doing down there? Jumping around like an elephant? We can't sleep with all of the rackets! Sorry, ma'am. I was just going to sit down anyway. I'm as mild and as meek as a mouse. When I hear a command, I obey. But I know of a spot in my house where no one can stand in my way. In my own little corner, in my own little chair, I can be whatever I want to be. On the wing of my fancy, I can fly anywhere, and the world will open its arms to me. I'm a young Norwegian princess or a milkmaid. I'm the greatest prima donna in Milan. I'm an heiress who has always had her silk made by her own flock of silkworms in Japan. I'm a girl men go mad for, love's a game I can play with a cool and confident kind going to bear. Just as long as I stay in my own little corner, all alone in my own little chair. I can be whatever I want to be. I'm a slave in Calcutta. I'm a queen in Peru. I'm a mermaid dancing upon the sea. I'm a huntress on an African safari. It's a dangerous type of sport, and yet it's fun. In the night I sally forth to seek my quarry. Then I find I forgot to bring my gun. I am lost in the jungle all alone and unarmed when I need a lioness in her lair. Then I'm glad to be back in my own little corner, all alone in my own little chair.
The prince is giving a ball, the prince is giving a ball. Hear ye, the prince is giving a ball. The prince is giving a ball. The prince is giving a ball. The prince. You gotta sing to this.
We had to do something to celebrate our son's 21st birthday. His Royal Highness
Maisie.
Christopher Rupert,
Maisie.
Windermere
Maisie,
Vladimir,
I told you about
Carl
these
Alexander, Francois Reginald, Lancelot Herman.
I know all his names. I'm his father.
A fine father you are.
And what do you mean, a fine father you are?
I mean, you never worry about him.
Why should I worry about him?
Because he isn't happy.
And how do you know?
He doesn't seem to have any interest in anything or anyone.
Oh, he's happy, all right.
If he's happy, why doesn't he get married?
But if he's happy, why should he get married? Royal skin.
The royal trousers, Your Majesty. All right, one leg at a time. You don't weigh how much you did when you were 25 now. Evans. All right. Let's try to get this buttoned up, shall we? 1, 2, 3. Oh, Evans. Yeah, Your Majesty.
Having some trouble.
Assist me. You're not a size 32 anymore, I'll tell you that. All right, I'll grab one side, you grab the other. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, goodness.
Heavens. Yeah. There we are.
Goodness. Look at your pants.
How could I have gained so much weight in 5 years?
Because that's all you've done for 5 years. Gained weight. You haven't worn a court costume because we haven't given a ball for 5 years. You've done nothing to give your subjects any fun. Not a festival. Not a fair.
Not fair.
Not a pageant.
If we had a pageant.
You've done nothing to make your subjects love you.
Ah! But they do anyway. Don't they? Oh!
The royal tailor will have to make you another suit.
That'll cost money.
Don't start to worry about what the tailor's going to cost. Wait till you see what the ball is going to cost us.
Oh, scrumptious.
Maisie, this is no time to flinch. The exchequer will be here in a few days and we can't afford...
Up. The royal tailor and the chef are waiting outside to report their duties for the dinner.
The dinner?
Certainly. You can't give a ball without a dinner. Come in, gentlemen.
Well, don't have them in here.
Your Majesties,
Your Majesties.
a list of the bare necessities.
A list of the bare necessities for what?
For 1,700 guests.
That seems a lot.
Don't forget the king crab now.
Well, don't have the king crab. hate to see that written on a menu. King Herod, Majesty, seems like a comment against my disposition.
1,000 baby lobsters for the salad.
Wow.
And 500 pheasants for the
Oh
pie.
my
1,000 pounds of caviar.
1,000.
Hush.
It's more than the sturgeon can supply.
I told the steward to get us 40 acres of lettuce and 600 suckling pigs for roasting.
Well, what about the marshmallows?
Who wants marshmallows?
I choose
Why?
for toasting.
Now, if it please your majesties, I have a list of wine, the best of all the vintages from every nation's vine.
I want the wine of my country.
Hush, hush, hush.
Sherry and port and muscatel, Kimmel and eau de vie, or try champagne and sweet moselle, Burgundy and Chablis, aquavit and Libra milk, pocket chocolate, malted milk, brandy, jambouille and vodka, white and crystal clear.
I want the wine of my country. I want the wine of my country. I want the wine of my country. The wine of my country is beer.
Come, your majesty. Now I'm thinking gold party favors for everyone.
Everyone, yes.
Hello, my boy.
Hello, Father.
I thought you were going for a ride.
Oh, I am, sir. The groom is bringing my horse around at 3 o'clock.
Christopher, how are you feeling?
Fine, sir.
You're not unhappy or anything, are you?
No?
Oh, good. That's fine.
Well, it seems to me, sir, that you look a little tired.
Well, I am tired. When I think of this darn ball, you know the one I'm paying for with my money?
Well, to tell you the truth, sir, it's not really a night that I'm looking forward to either, you know, dancing with all those candidates.
Candidates?
Well, every simpering girl in the kingdom, each one determined to show me that she would be the perfect bride for me.
Ah, I know how you feel. More fun to chase after one girl than to be stampeded by the whole lot of them. Though you mustn't forget one thing. Your mother has a heart set on this affair. You must not tell her how you feel. Say that you love the idea of it, you know?
Now, I'll tell you, when I was your age, I had a ball just like yours, and we had cakes and cupcakes and beer and marshmallows. Oh, my Lord, dear.
Hello, Mother. We were just saying how much we're looking forward to the ball. It sounds wonderful.
Does it?
Yeah. I was just wondering if I could help out in any of the preparations.
Well, yes, dear, maybe you can.
Get the horses. I see they've got my horse now. My mother.
What's wrong? Do you have a cold? You don't want to have a red nose at the ball.
I'll be over it by then.
Maisie,
What?
that boy is fine.
How do you know?
I talked to him. He says he's fine.
Did he? You know something?
What?
I love you.
Well, of course you do. I'm the king.
Nothing to do with it. Boys and girls like you and me walk beneath the sky. They love just as we love, with the same dream in their eyes. Songs and kings and many things have their day and are gone. But boys and girls like you and me, we go on and on.
They walk on every village street. They walk in lanes where branches meet, and stars send down their blessings from the blue.
They go through storms of doubt and fear, and so they go from year to year, believing in each other as we do. Bravely marching forward two by two. Boys and girls like you and me walk beneath the sky.
They love just as we love.
With the same dream in their eyes.
Swords and kings and many things have their day and are gone. But boys and girls like you and me, we go on and on.
Hear ye, royal proclamation. Today is the day of the ball, and as such, all shops will be closed, all banks will be closed, and all schools will be closed. Silence! Peasant! Today is the day of the ball. You may come. You may not. You may not. Yes, yes, no. Yes, yes. Yes, and you think I'm going to let anybody come to the ball? Yes. It smells like aged cheese. This general area. Oh, row A, seat 15, special request to not come. Everybody else take it up with His Highness. Goodbye, dear follow me.
Cinderella, my gloves. Cinderella, more curls. Cinderella, more ribbons. Oh, Cinderella is a very disorganized girl. Really, no help at all.
Ah, no brain. When you haven't got it, you haven't got it. Cinderella hasn't got it.
Cinderella, my fan. Cinderella, my lorgnette. Cinderella, my reticule.
Cinderella, my handkerchief.
Look, the carriage is here.
Oh, you all look so beautiful.
Yes, Geoffrey. Cinderella, flowers. Come on.
Have a good time. In my own little corner, in my own little chair, I can be whatever I want to be. On the wing of my fancy, I can fly anywhere, and the world will open its arms to me. I am in the royal palace of all places. I am chatting with the prince and king and queen. And the color on my two stepsisters' faces is a queer sort of sour apple green. I am coy and flirtatious when alone with the prince. I'm the belle of the ball in my own little corner. just knew I would find you in that same little chair, in the pale pink mist of a foolish dream. Well, what's wrong with that? Fol-de-rol and fiddly-dee, fiddly-faddly-foodle. All the dreamers in the world are dizzy in the noodle. What do you suppose that every girl is doing tonight? Every girl that isn't at the ball, she's dreaming and wishing that she was there. And why aren't you there? Well, my stepmother. Someone had to mind the house. Do you know what I would do if I were you? I would up and leave them. They treat you like a servant. If for whatever reason you would like to be a servant, you can go somewhere else and get paid. Leave my stepmother. I don't think if my father were alive, he would like that very much. What do you think? Aren't you going to let me in? Yes, just come around to the front door. Don't you bother! Well, how did you get in? The window! The window? The window! Woo! Magic! Now, aren't you going to offer me some tea? Yes, I will just light the fire. Oh. Oh, but it was out. Ah. And the kettle's hot. This is most curious. Flowers. But I'm sure I just gave them to you. Oh, you brought them, didn't you? Oh, I thought they might brighten up the room. Your kettle is boiling. Oh, just sit down. Godmother, do dreams never come true? Well, I would not say never, just seldom. Oh, well, that's not very often, is it? Not very often is exactly what seldom means. Now, you are a very good godchild, but you ask very foolish questions. I wish you believed in magical things. I wish you believed that once in a while something marvelous could happen. Oh. Well, I do not say that once in a while something marvelous could happen. Well, for instance, do you believe in guardian angels? Well, no, I cannot say that I don't believe in guardian angels. It's just the thing is that they can be dangerous. Good fairies and guardian angels. Why? Oh, well, you get to lean up on them too much. You know, expect them to be there for you in everything you do. You have got to help yourself, you know. Oh, I know. See, I think about it a lot, but then I don't know what to do. So we always end up just dreaming and wishing and... Oh, dreaming! I suppose that doesn't do any good. No, I do not say. It doesn't do any good. In fact, everything starts with a wish. Well, do you know what I was wishing tonight just before you arrived? I am almost afraid to hear. Do you see that pumpkin over there in the front garden? I nearly tripped over it in the dark. Well, the moon is shining on it now. I was dreaming that pumpkin would turn into a great big royal golden carriage and it would take me to the ball tonight. And what were you going to do for the horses? 4 white mice that would turn into great big white horses. No, but were you going to drive them there yourself? No, there would be a coachman that would take me there. But where was he coming from? With the baby rat that I found in the cellar. I know what you're going to say. Fol-de-rol and fiddle-dee-dee. Yes. Fol-de-rol and fiddle-dee-dee. I suppose it's impossible. Impossible? Well, just the same, I was wishing it before and I'm wishing it now. Oh, nonsense. I'm wishing it very hard. Are you? Yes, I am. Well, if only I had some magical help. Some fol-de-rol and fiddle-dee-dee. Or that you, my godmother, would become a fairy godmother. girl that has ever wanted to go to a ball and was told that she couldn't. I am wishing that I may go to the ball tonight, and that by some abracadabra or folderol and fiddle-dee-dee, that all the good, kind hearts in the world would put their heads together.
Oh, good kind hearts put their heads together. They're
Do
just
you know what I
hearts.
mean?
It doesn't-
Would put their heads together and wish with me, and that you, my godmother, would help me with every ounce of strength and cleverness that you possess.
Cinderella?
Yes.
It's impossible.
Impossible?
Impossible for a plain yellow pumpkin to become a golden carriage. Impossible for a plain country bumpkin and a prince to join in marriage. And four white mice will never be four white horses. Such folderol and fiddly-dee of courses. Impossible. Oh, but the world is full of zanies and fools who don't believe in sensible rules and won't believe what sensible people say. And because these daft and dewy-eyed jokes keep building up impossible hopes, impossible things are happening every day.
Impossible.
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 Impossible. Impossible. Impossible things are happening every day. Is that true, godmother?
Oh, yes, I suppose so. In a
Well, then I continue to build up my impossible wish, and I officially wish.
Officially.
I officially wish and wish and wish all those things about the pumpkin and the mice and the rat.
Impossible!
Just the same, I am wishing it.
Impossible for a plain yellow pumpkin to become a golden carriage. Impossible for a plain country bumpkin and a prince to join in marriage. And four white mice will never be four white horses.
They will.
Such folderol and fiddly-dee of courses. Impossible.
But the world is full of zanies and fools who don't believe in sensible rules and won't believe what sensible people say. And because these daft and dewy-eyed jokes keep building up impossible hopes, impossible things are happening every day.
Folderol and
fiddle-dee-dee. It's magic.
But I don't understand.
Well, you don't have to. Now go! You don't want to be late for your ball!
Oh, thank you, Godmother. Thank you. It's wonderful. It's possible for a plain yellow pumpkin to become a golden carriage. It's possible for a plain country bumpkin and a prince to join in marriage.
And for white mice are easily turned to nurses. Such vulgar of excellent horses.
Quite possible, it's possible, for the world is full of zanies and fools who don't believe in sensible rules
And won't believe what sensible people
say. And because these often dewy idols keep building up impossible hopes, impossible things are happening every day. It's possible. It's possible. It's possible. Oh, it's possible. It's possible. It's possible. It's possible. No!
Now, you must remember to go in there and do exactly as I told you.
Well, aren't you coming in with me?
Oh, no. Heaven, no. I've been to so many of those things that I just cannot stand another. Furthermore, I can only grant you your wish. What happens from here is up to you.
But I'm afraid to go in there all by myself.
Oh, you needn't be. Oh, except for one thing. Yes, you must make sure you are in the carriage and on your way home before the clock strikes midnight.
Midnight? But Godmother, that's not very much time to go in there and... Godmother. She just vanished. She just vanished! Have you ever seen anything like it?
Many times.
That's the first time I've ever seen anything like it.
Well, you'll see much worse than that if you're not out of here by midnight.
I'm ready.
Oh, it's been such a long time since we danced together, Beulah.
Not long enough.
Exhilarating, isn't it, dear? Anyway, we're doing it for our son.
Well, I hate to be Christopher. He looks worse than I do.
Chin up, Your Majesty.
Well, how long do we have to be here?
Until the very end.
Go!
You know what I would be a lawyer. Something else you have to do the work of the quality of mercy is that scream, you know what I mean? It like splashes down like the dew from heaven. And wait, and you know what else?
Get off his majesty! Peasants! All of you! Look what you did!
Well, now the party's beginning to look better.
I wonder who she is. All of a sudden, he's a different boy. His face is lighted up. He has a new spring in his step.
You know, seeing him dance with her like that takes me back
To where?
to the first time I danced with you, my dear.
I wonder who she is.
I wonder who she is. I've never seen her face before.
Who is she?
Well, it's clear to me, whoever she is, he likes her the best.
Funny, she doesn't look very intellectual.
I have never met you before, have I?
No, I don't get out much.
I don't even know your name. Mine's Christopher.
Oh, I know. Christopher, Rupert, Windermere, Vladimir, Carl Alexander,
No, I don't go by all those names. I'd like you just to call me Christopher.
You would?
Have you a strange feeling that something has happened to you and you don't know what it is?
That's exactly how I feel.
And you have no idea what it could be.
I have no idea.
Huh.
Well, how do you suppose that we find out what it is?
Well, let's look over our history together.
It isn't very long, is it?
10 minutes ago I saw you. I looked up when you came through the door. My head started reeling, you gave me the feeling the room had no ceiling or floor. 10 minutes ago I met you, and we murmured our how do you do's. I wanted to ring out the bells and fling out my arms and to sing out the news. I have found her, she's an angel, with the dust of the stars in her eyes. We are dancing, we are flying, and she's taking me back to the skies. In the arms of my love I'm flying, over mountain and meadow and glen. And I like it so well that for all I can tell I may never come down again. I may never come down to earth again. I have just described to you how I feel, and you haven't described to me your feelings.
Well, they're very much the same as yours. 10 minutes ago I met you, and we murmured our how do you do's. I wanted to ring out the bells and fling out my arms and to sing out the news. I have found him, I have found him. In the arms of my love I'm flying, over mountain and meadow and glen. And I like it so well that for all I very much.
Why would a fellow want a girl like her? A girl who's merely lovely. Why can't a fellow ever once prefer a solid girl like me?
She's a frothy little bubble with a flimsy kind of charm, and with very little trouble, I could break her little arm.
Why would a fellow want a girl like her? So obviously unusual. Why can't a fellow ever once prefer a usual girl like me?
Her cheeks are a pretty shade of pink, but not any pinker than a rose's.
Her skin may be delicate and soft, but not any softer than a dose's.
Her neck is no wider than a swan.
She's only as dainty as a daisy.
She's only as graceful as a bird. So why is the fellow going crazy?
Oh, why would a fellow want a girl like her? A girl who's merely lovely. Why can't a fellow ever once prefer a girl who's merely me?
What's the matter with the man?
What's the matter with the man? What's the matter with the man?
ballroom was too crowded.
Yes, it's nicer out here.
Yes, it is. With the moonlight beaming down on us. What's the matter?
I need to go.
Why?
Well, I promised my godmother.
Well, your godmother will understand if you're a few minutes
No,
late.
you don't understand. I have a very strange kind of godmother.
You're a strange kind of girl. You still haven't told me your name.
It's a silly name. You wouldn't like it.
Of course I would. Whatever you're called is the most beautiful name in the world. Whatever your name is, I love you. I will always love you. You don't say anything. I've just told you that I loved you, and you don't say anything.
I'm afraid I might wake up.
Are you sure you're asleep?
Yes.
Huh. Are you dreaming that I'm about to kiss you? It's strange how these things happen. A girl that I have never met walks down a flight of stairs, and my whole life is changed. Suddenly I'm in a different world. I'm deeply in love, and yet I don't know why I'm in love. Do you?
Do I what?
Do you know why I'm in love? What did you think I meant?
Well, I thought you meant, do you know why I'm in love?
Well, do you? I mean, are you?
Yes.
And do you know why?
No, but I don't care why.
I always want to know why I do anything, why I feel anything. And so I ask myself, why you are suddenly the only girl that I could love, and you're the only one of your kind? Well, why? Why is the sound of your voice the sweetest sound in the world? Why is the color of your hair the only color that a girl's hair should ever be? Why would I rather hold you in my arms and do anything else in the world? Why?
Well, because, Your Highness.
Christopher.
Because, Christopher, that's the way you feel.
What makes me feel this way? What makes you so miraculous?
Your imagination.
Well then, what makes my imagination so miraculous? Do I love you because you're beautiful? Or are you beautiful because I love you? Am I making believe I see in you a girl too lovely to be really true? Do I want you because you're wonderful? Or are you wonderful because I want you? Are you the sweet invention of a lover's dream? Or are you really as wonderful as you seem?
Maybe you are imagining me. Maybe I am imagining you. Am I making believe I see in you
Wait! I still don't know your name!
What a night! What a magnificent affair!
Were there many people there?
Oh, well, I should say about 5,000. What would you say, girls?
I would say about 10,000.
Or 12.
Well, the ballroom must have been very large at the palace.
Oh, about a half mile long. And what beautiful music for dancing.
Oh, did you dance?
Well, I should say I did. I met an old beau of mine, and he practically monopolized me.
Was he a good dancer?
Light as a feather.
Well, did any of you dance with the prince?
Did any of us get to dance with the prince?
Did you hear what she said? Did we dance with the prince? I danced about an hour with him.
You danced about an hour with him? Did you? Well, I suppose I did if you did.
Did you know everyone there?
Nearly everyone. Oh, except a princess who arrived very late and left very early. I had no idea who she was.
Well, did she dance with the prince?
Yes, I think I saw her dancing with him once.
Yeah, that's right. Just once.
Well, did he seem to like her?
Yeah. She was only there for a few minutes. Did you go to sleep right after we left?
No, I stayed up a little past midnight.
And what were you doing all that time?
Dreaming.
Dreaming what?
Oh, what it must have been like to have been at the ball.
What could you possibly dream what it was like at the ball? Unless you were there.
Well, I was trying to.
Well, you just couldn't.
Well, maybe I have more imagination than you think. Well, I'm trying to imagine what it must have been like when you were waiting all that time and then finally the night arrives and you put on the most beautiful dress you have ever worn in your whole life. Well, I'm trying to imagine what it must have been like. I imagine when you're driving through the moonlight on the highway, when you're driving through the moonlight to the dance, you are breathless with a wild anticipation of adventure and excitement and romance. Then at last you see the towers of the palace, silhouetted on the sky above the park, and below them is a row of lighted windows, like a lovely diamond necklace in the dark. It looks that way, the way you say. She talks as if she knows. I do not know if these things are so. I only just suppose. I suppose that when you come into the ballroom and the room itself is floating in the air, if you're suddenly confronted by His Highness, you are frozen like a statue on the stair. You're afraid he'll hear the way your heart is beating, and you know you mustn't make the first advance. You're seriously thinking of retreating, then you seem to hear him asking you to dance.
Your feet don't even touch the floor.
That's right, they don't!
And when he lifts you, he makes you feel like you weigh nothing at all.
That's right, he does!
And he leads you around the ballroom and out onto the terrace.
That's right!
He does.
Did he lead you out onto the terrace?
Well, I suppose he did. I was so faint with joy I didn't know what was happening to me.
Well, out on the terrace, you stop dancing.
Yes.
You start walking.
Yes.
You stop walking.
Yes.
Then you start talking.
Yes.
Then
Stop talking!
yes.
Then
You start thinking.
Thinking what?
How wonderful it all is.
how wonderful what all is.
Everything. A lovely night, a lovely night, a finer night you know you'll never see. You meet your prince, a charming prince, as charming as a prince will ever be. The stars in a hazy heaven tremble above you while he's whispering, darling, I love you. You say goodbye, away you fly, but on your lips you keep a kiss. All your life you'll dream of this lovely, lovely night. Lovely night, a lovely night, a finer night you know you'll never see. You meet your prince, a charming prince, as charming as a prince will ever be. The stars in a hazy heaven tremble above you while he's whispering, darling, I love you. You'll say goodbye, away you'll fly, but on your lips you'll keep a kiss. All your life you'll dream of this lovely, lovely night. A lovely night. How lovely! How lovely! How lovely! Meet your prince, a charming prince, as charming as a prince will ever be. The stars in a hazy heaven tremble above him while he is whispering, darling, I love you. You'll say goodbye, away you'll fly, but on your lips you'll keep a kiss. All your life you'll dream of this lovely, lovely night.
Worst nonsense I ever heard. Rubbish and drivel. And you, listening to her, even aping her very word.
But Mother!
Go to bed, both of you.
It's all Cinderella's fault.
Imagine her trying to imagine what it was like at the ball.
It wasn't anything like that.
Nothing like it at all.
You know what they say.
An idle mind is the devil's workshop.
That's what they always say.
And you, clean this place up. It looks like a pig pen.
Yes, ma'am. The stars in a hazy heaven tremble above me, danced when he promised always to love me. The day came through, away I flew, but on my lips he left a kiss. All my life I'll dream of this lovely, lovely night.
I know it belongs to her.
What are you going to do?
Sir, do I have permission to use your royal guard to search the kingdom for her?
Yes, of course.
And your secret service, may I enlist them to help me?
Yes, of course. They never seem to find anything, but you can try.
I will try everything. I will not stop until I find the owner of this slipper.
Well, that's what I would do. Well, I would.
See that this slipper is tried on every young maiden in the kingdom. Every one, no matter how unlikely she looks. You are not to stop until you find the owner of that slipper. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Majesty.
Find that girl.
Well, I'm going to speak with the chief of my royal guard.
Chris, suppose you don't find her.
I must find her.
Before last night, you knew nothing about her. You still know nothing except that she looked pretty and she danced prettily.
I know that she's the loveliest thing in the world, and that I'll never be happy without her.
Why do you think that?
I don't know why, and I don't expect you to understand, Mother.
But I do understand, Chris. I know it doesn't take long to feel the way you do about this girl. But there's one fact I want you to face. You may never see her again. I don't want you to waste your life on a dream. I want you to be in love with a real girl.
She is real.
She was real last night. And if she doesn't return, then she may never be real again, will she? Chris, be honest with yourself. Does your future happiness truly depend on you finding her? Or are you telling yourself this? Don't be angry with me. Think over what I'm saying. Ask yourself if this isn't just an illusion, an infatuation with something that doesn't exist at all.
You're out there somewhere. I don't know where. You said last night that you thought you were dreaming. Maybe you were right. Maybe my mother is right. How can I know? How can anyone ever know? Do I love you because you're beautiful?
Or is she beautiful because you love her?
Am I making believe I see in you a girl too lovely to be really true? Do I want you because you're wonderful?
Or is she wonderful because you want her?
Are you the sweet invention of a lover's dream? Or are you really as beautiful as you seem?
Betrayal! Innocence!
What have you done, you shrunk?
Could I ask for that back? Venetian glass, you know. Are there any other women in this household?
No, nobody's here.
Oh, but what about Cinderella?
Nonsense.
Who is Cinderella? Who said that?
Oh, she's just a chimney sweep and general helper around here. There's really no use trying to slip her on.
I was told to try to slip on every young... Who are you?
Try upstairs.
This village gets older and older by the day.
How dare you come poking your nose into my business?
It's the prince's business. He's the one looking for the shoe, isn't he?
But Stella?
Well, she's a girl.
There were no women up there.
I told you so.
Isn't that just like Cinderella? She has to be finished sweeping out the fireplace.
We're doing the floor.
And someone should really do the laundry.
No one there, but where could she be? Oh, right, I know.
And you tried to slip her on every young maiden.
Yes, your majesty, every woman I could find in the kingdom.
Mother was right. Either she doesn't exist, or she's fled the kingdom. It was all just a foolish dream. Thank you, Longinus. You may go.
I'll leave this here.
Who are you?
I'm sorry, Your Highness. I didn't know there was anyone here. Sorry.
Wait. You look familiar. At least, I think you do under all that grime. Do you work at the palace?
No, Your Highness.
Well, I'm sure I've seen you before, or someone who looks like you. Do you have any sisters?
2, Your Highness.
These sisters, were they at the ball?
Yes, Your Highness.
Do they look anything like you?
Well, they're stepsisters, Your Highness.
Stepsisters. Oh.
Is everything all right, Your Highness?
It's just the end of a dream. A dream about a glass slipper that didn't fit anyone.
Well, you mustn't give up hope.
It was a wild goose chase. It was a waste of time. It was impossible.
But Your Highness, impossible things are happening every day.
And even foolish dreams come true.
Yes. If you wish hard enough and you believe in what you're wishing, even foolish dreams can come true.
Why do I feel? Or am I just imagining? Who are you?
I'm just a girl from the village. I better go. My stepmother will be wondering where I went.
Well, your stepmother wouldn't mind if you were a little late. Stepmother wouldn't mind if you were a little late.
Really, Your Highness, I must go.
Yes, I suppose you must.
Goodbye, Your Highness.
Goodbye. Wait, at least tell me your name.
It's a silly name. You wouldn't like it.
A silly name? Wouldn't like it. Stop! Has anyone tried this slipper on you?
No.
found you. I finally found you. And I still don't know your name.
My name is Cinderella.
It's the most beautiful name in the entire world.
Impossible things are happening